Yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful moment because it's a musical moment, and I think it represents in a lot of ways what these stories are about, the idea of sacrifice and friendship and all that. So it was to be able to have them working on this book was just an incredible gift. They were really, really lovely to work with.
2 more questions.
2 more questions. Oh my! All right. Well then, you better make this good.
I was just wondering if you had any advice for someone who would be interested in getting into the film composition as a career.
Right. I think it's just meeting a director. Or if you're a composer, I always, people ask me that question, I always say just find your peer who wants to direct film or edit film, or maybe as a cinematographer, and that way you could make films with a group that's of your own age. I mean that's what I did, and I think that's what a lot of people do. Starting on student films and doing that route. Be prepared to work for nothing. That's it, I think, for a while, and then you get some.
One more, I think I saw in the back first. So
Hi. I'm a big fan of your music, and I'm really glad that those concerts, like the Radio City concerts, the symphonic concerts, are such a success. It's actually exactly the kind of music that I wish the New York Phil would be playing. And I'm wondering, because a lot of times when I get people to actually talk about this, the thing they say is, well, I don't know if we can play movie music without projections and lights and craziness. And I don't feel that way, but I'm wondering, how do you feel about that? Because I feel like the music can stand on its own.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's been a lot of good composition written for film. There's a lot of good composers who have written for film. Toru Takemitsu, Leonard Bernstein have written. Nina Rota. So, there's a history of beautiful music that's been created for it. And the symphonic tradition is really embedded in film music. Going back to Steiner scores and Korngold and Roche, and the symphony orchestra still, as you mentioned, the New York Phil, is still really the sound of what we think of when we think of music and film. So it's kept that tradition going, and I think in all these different art forms, there's good, and and you just got to find the good pieces really to play. Yeah.
Thanks.
all right, I think we're going to move over to the desk now. But thank you guys for such wonderful questions.